coming up to me. No, don't manhandle me.
Get
okay?
out. Get out.
Okay, I want a reason why I'm taken out. Okay? If someone wants to speak to me respectfully. Explain why you're dragging me out. Nobody's tag was hand. They just took it out from me. They took it out from me. I'm a Ugandan. Okay? This is a democratic country. It's a democratic country. All the police on me. You manhandle me. This is not Uganda where you kill people, where you abduct people. It's not Uganda, okay? No, don't talk about it. No, don't drag me. Don't drag me. You wanted that attention. You are getting it. You are getting it. I was sitting like any other guest, okay? They're all after me, okay? Why are they after me? Where do you scan that shit? It doesn't have a URL code. It doesn't have a URL code. Okay? He's lying.
Dictator, you Mr. Biden, from Uganda, a guy who tortures Ugandans, he kills Ugandans, and now these people are stopping us from attending the conference where we ask him questions. And you bring this police here to protect the dictator. We know he's sleeping up there. He's sleeping up there on floor 6. We are moving outside. Yes, we are. We are moving outside. But you and your boss, Mr. Biden, should wake up and tell him that we are not made for this as Ugandans. We are not made to be killed. We are not made to be killed by a Ugandan president who was never elected. He has been killed. I was shot on my head. I am a journalist. I was shot on my head by that guy. On my head, while covering the elections. On my head, while covering elections, 2021 elections. No, you're moving us out because you want a dictator to enjoy the fancy life of this country. USA claims to be a democratic. Biden is a Democrat. You understand? Biden is a Democrat. You keep on inviting Museveni here, a murderer. A murderer. It's your boss. It's not you, but your boss, Biden. You're protecting him. You don't want us to talk to him. However, we are going to expose him and by the hypocrisy.
His servants, and they're throwing us out.
Because she entered, she wanted to ask him questions. She was registered.
Right here, this one right here. 37 years in power. How is that okay?
Killing people, murdering people. Robert Chagulanyi's supporters are being murdered every day, abducted by the state itself. You keep on taking us out. The guys here on Cross 6 who says press people are the only one that is said in being brought out because these people thought that they are not part of the Museveni team.
Bannayuganda mujebale tumaze okuzoganya nzirayo Boston naye baganda bange basigaddeyo enkya bajjera kwekalakasa tomorrow. So abasobola ab'ekikago mugende mwekalakase bannaye tulina okumanya eddembe lyaffe amannyinaffe ne muganda waffe bamuyisizza bubi. Abantu ab'NRM nno bazze nnyo nga batutigomya nga balowooza abantu tebamanyi babatiisa bane tulina okuvaayo twogere tebasobola kuva eri n'eno ate bakola emirundi ebiri bange bali mu byabufere kutunda mmwanyi kutuwa butwa naye nga twebereremu tutreatinge tusindikire message email ba senators ba governors ab'e Chicago tugemu ne batuviolatinga.
We call upon the world leaders to stop shaking General Museveni's blood-stained hands through funding and cooperation. Secondly, we call upon the governments and organizations all over the world to impose sanctions on him and the people that he uses to torture and kill innocent citizens. Now, for far too long, the Western world has believed that allowing dictators to hold their nations hostage is an unacceptable cost for perceived security. Leaders who tolerate dictators and treat them as legitimate partners are complicit in their crimes. Please do not be partners in crime. Do not sacrifice your moral obligation. Do not sacrifice your moral obligation for short-time convenience. Please stand on the right side of history. I thank you.
Madam Speaker, about a month ago, I was moving a campaign with the friends from all over the world, and we got friends from the United States called the Black Star International who offered to airlift all the Africans that were oppressed in China because of their skin color. Madam Speaker, we did not need to spend a single shilling or a single dollar on that. All we needed from the government of Uganda, Madam Speaker, was to accept those people in Uganda. Madam Speaker, I wrote to the Prime Minister of Uganda, and I still insist, Madam Speaker, that the government of Uganda does not need to spend a shilling on that. We have friends that are willing to pay for the return of the people. All we need is for the government of Uganda to accept those people and receive them. They accept to be quarantined because our people are suffering. They are being oppressed, and all we need is to accept them back home. I thank you, Madam Speaker.
Thank you. Thank you for the information. Honourable members, I think we should be clear. China is not the world. Honourable Badeke raised the issue of the Ugandans scattered all over the world. And then we instructed the government, please, can you tell us what you are going to do? Honourable Kyagulanyi talk about China. Yes, there are Uganda.
My name's Robert Kabuye, Boston, USA. I would like to, it's not actually a question, it's a request. It goes to Honourable Prime Minister of our Uganda Kingdom. Since we have 15 tribes in Uganda which made Uganda, I would like to ask the Honourable Prime Minister if he can reach out to the elders and cultural leaders for all those 15 tribes so that next time, the next conference, they can send out all the invitation to those elders and cultural leaders, invitation to join the conference like this. The reason why I'm saying this, we are dealing with a dictator who is a military, who is a rebel, who doesn't follow rule of law, and who is good at the game he's doing. He's very scared of unity, is very scared of educating people that we are all one. So he's good at propaganda. Now he's gonna say, you see, that conference is for only Uganda. You see, that is gonna create genocide in the minds. Somebody hating you because you are not from his tribe, but you are all Ugandans. This is happening. This is happening to us in our political party. At first they say, you see, no political party is for only.
Is Uganda a constitutional democracy?
Absolutely not. Because a constitutional democracy is not having a constitution, but having a constitutionalism. Having the rule of law, indeed respecting that constitution and the laws that flow from it. And that is exactly what we don't have.
Examples?
There are tons of examples. I mean, you may have seen at some stage when there was going to be a debate on the removal of age limit that was part of the Constitution, an important part of the Constitution. Security forces entered Parliament, the House of Parliament, and beat up MPs. Some of the MPs were maimed. There is an MP called Betty Namboze who has metals holding her spinal cord, the vertebrae, broken in that attack. The Speaker of Parliament, at that time was called Rebecca Kadaga, wrote to Mr. Museveni, the president, said, I am the Speaker of Parliament. I did not invite anybody to come into Parliament. Who are these people that came into Parliament and beat up MPs?
Right.
There has never been a reply. So if you have the judiciary that can be attacked by the armed people with impunity, none of the people that attacked the judiciary ever faced any, sanctions. None of the people that attacked Parliament and injured members of Parliament has been sanctioned in any form or manner.